Hi there, it's Eve here from Mystic Rainbow Tarot, and thank you for joining me today. This is a requested reading about Brian Benni and Monica Vaswani, and I hope I've pronounced their names right. And these two have recently starred in a reality TV show called Family Karma. I've never watched a whole episode of the show, but I've heard it's very interesting and entertaining. So for those of you who do watch it and are interested in Monica and Brian, this reading may well be of interest to you. I have been asked some questions about these two, and I will attempt them a little later on. And I would just like to add, I hope you are all well and having a good day, and I appreciate you all. And please remember to subscribe, share, like and comment to support this channel. Thank you very much. So I am just going to shuffle the cards now and find out the general energies between Monica and Brian, so we get an idea of what's going on with these two. So what is the friendship like between Monica and Brian? Tell us any messages that may be hidden from sight about Monica and Brian. Are they still close? Any messages about Brian and Monica that we're allowed to know? Brian and Monica, what's going on with these two? Brian and Monica. Are Brian and Monica getting quite close these days? So I'm just going to put down 4 cards. And I'm just going to put these cards to one side a minute while we see what we've got. So firstly, we have the 7 of Cups and the Chariot. So I'll just put these a little closer for you to see. So I hope you can see these cards. I'll try and hold them straight as I can. So with these first 2 cards, the 7 of Cups and the Chariot, I feel this relates to Brian, and I feel he's driven to manifest or make happen something that he has long desired. But the intuitive messages I am getting are that Brian in the past has had many choices. As you can see with these cups, these are all the choices that he's had. And also these 2 cards are in the past position of the reading. And so he's had a lot of choices in the past. So he's had a lot of ladies showing interest in him. So he was younger in those days and partying a lot, and his energy was in player mode, and he was flattered by all the attention of the ladies finding him handsome and attractive. Why wouldn't he be? So that all flattered his ego a bit. And the messages I'm getting are that Monica thought about him romantically back in those days, but he was a bit young and immature then. He wouldn't have been able to handle or deal with a romance back then, so that's why nothing happened between them. And so Monica, seeing the way he was around the ladies and with his partying, has been a bit put off by his behaviour and decided that he could only be a friend from then onwards. So that's why they've only been friends up to date. So instead, they've been pushing forward with this Chariot card with their close friendship, and that has grown over the years. So they're very close, these two. So let's see what else we have in the reading. We have the 8 of Pentacles. So I'll put that up. You can see it. So I feel this card relates to both Monica and Brian are working very hard. And here you see, here this character is, he's working very hard here, and doing everything they can in their careers. So also they've put a lot of hard work into the show, you know, family karma with the other cast members, because they wanted to show how they live, their ways, and how they all connect with each other. And the feeling is they've done a really good job with this. So, and they feel satisfied with what they've done. So in the past, there was no romance between them. There hasn't been a romance yet between them, but they felt happy that they were able to work together, spend more time together in the show. And of course, their friendship has grown closer. They really have a close bond between them. These two really care about each other. They work well as a team together, and they kind of bounce off each other in a good way. They gel well together, if you know what I mean, and share a lot of confidences with each other. So that's nice if you've got someone you can do that with. And the next card is the King of Swords. So hope you can see that card. And I feel this King of Swords relates to Brian in the reading. I feel like he's very sociable. That's what I'm getting from his energy anyway. And I'm sure that he would have a lot of friends because of this. And I see that he is a cheerful, more optimistic type of person. And Monica secretly likes this kind-hearted, affectionate way that he has. And she does see him as very handsome. And she is attracted to him, and he's attracted to her too. He thinks she's very pretty, and there is a lot of chemistry between these two. And he likes her gentle, soft side. But what I am getting is these two talk a lot about everything, anything and everything. And she helps him by being caring and warm-hearted to any situation that he has, and there is nothing he can't tell her, and she'll always be there for him. So she thinks he's exciting and fun to be around, and he also admires her a lot. I feel like they both appreciate each other, and they really are grateful that they've got this close, caring friendship. So I'll put that card back now. So what I'm going to do now is just move on to some questions I've been asked about Monica and Brian's relationships with other people that they're currently in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my other pack here and find out what's going on. So apparently Brian is currently dating somebody, and she's not on the show. She's not in Family Karma, and also Monica has a boyfriend too, who's not an actor and not on the show either. So I've been asked if these relationships will last. So we'll start with Monica. So please tell us if Monica's current relationship with her current boyfriend will last. Will they stay together? Is it going to be a lasting relationship? Monica and her current boyfriend. Is it going to last? Is it going to last? The current relationship, we need to know. So I'm just going to whoops, I didn't mean to. That's right. I'm only going to take 2 cards with this. So what we have is the 2 of Cups reversed, and we have the High Priestess. So I'll hold these up where you can see them. So what this relates to is that it's going to end Monica's current dating relationship, because there are some things that are hidden from view at this point in time. What I mean by this is over the long term they will not see eye to eye. There just isn't the right balance and harmony you need in a relationship for it to last long term. So this is going to lead to tension and communication problems and some bickering too, and I don't see it lasting. So I'm just going to take the cards again and ask about Brian. So Brian's current relationship with his girlfriend, is it going to last? Is Brian's relationship going to last? Please tell us if Brian is in a lasting relationship. Is Brian going to last with his current girlfriend? I'm just going to take another 2 cards here. I'm going to put this pack to one side. So let's see what we have here. We have the 8 of Cups and we have the 3 of Cups. So let's see it. I'll try to hold these where they're going to be in view for you. So, well, as you can see in this card, the figure is quite clearly walking away, and the cups are the relationship. So so that's quite clear that Brian is going to leave this relationship, just like the figure is in the card. And what I'm getting for this is that Brian has feelings for someone else. And you see we have the 3 of Cups here, and as you can see in this card, there's 3 people in this relationship, and that can never work. Brian has feelings for another woman, and that's Monica, his friend. So as it shows, 3's a crowd, so it can't work out, and he can't get into this relationship he's in, so he walks away. Okay, so that's going to end. And there is some messages I'm getting here is that what he's going to feel is he will have less of a chance with his friend Monica, you know, from his childhood, if he carries on dating someone else and doesn't want her to get the wrong impression and spoil his chances with Monica. He doesn't want it interfere with the future in case they do have a chance of getting together. And so there's also another question I've been asked, so I'll just get my pack again, and this is about Monica. And what I've been asked is, apparently Monica dreams of opening her own Bollywood dance studio. So I'll just shuffle the cards again and find out what's going on there. Right, so if Monica opens her own dance studio, will it be a success? Will it work out? Will it eventually pay off for her? Will her dance studio, if she does it, be a success? Please tell us if it'll be a success. So I'm just going to pull one card. Oh wow, that's a good card. So here we have the Ace of Pentacles here. I'll just put this where you can see it. So wow, there isn't a better card in the pack for starting a new business venture than the Ace of Pentacles, or in this case I should say the Ace of Business. So this relates to Monica, and I feel she has it within her to make this dream of her dance studio a success. I really do. I feel she should go for it. So this card turning up means she is being presented with an opportunity through her thoughts, and that's why she's dreaming of it. And this Ace of Pentacles means she's ready to take this opportunity on. Yes, it might be a long path with its ups and downs. It probably won't be all straightforward, but this card relates to the rewards and success that are available to her. You know, when she reaches the end of the road and commits to her dream or goal, whatever you like to call it. So yes, she will be a success with it, because I really feel that's where her passion is, with the dancing. She really loves dancing, and I see that she's been dancing since she was a little girl, so that's lovely. And I do feel that's the main thing with anything you want to do. If it's something you really love and you're really passionate about, you know, it can only be a success if you just keep going with it. So that's why it will be a success, because that's her passion. So I'll put that there. Right, so now I'm just going to get my other pack again and see what the future holds for Brian and Monica as far as their friendship is concerned. You know, if they're going to get closer or anything, so, or even date. So yeah, so please tell us about Monica and Brian. Are they going to get closer? Are they going to date? Will they one day marry? Please tell us any hidden messages about Monica and Brian. Tell us the future for Monica and Brian. Now, I just want to say at this point, the future is fluid. It can change, and there's always more than one path that you can take. So it depends on their actions and things too, as well as their feelings. So if you bear that in mind, but this is on the energies as they are now, remember. So this is on their energies as they are now. What does the future hold for Brian and Monica? So I'm just going to put 4 cards down. And we'll see. We'll see what we've got from their energy at the moment. So the first card is the Queen of Pentacles. And I do feel this relates to Monica in the reading. So with this Queen of Pentacles, I feel Monica is a very practical, down-to-earth type of young lady. And she's really quite sensible. And the messages I'm getting are that Monica, she definitely has feelings for Brian as well. Yes, so they both have feelings for each other, for definite. But I feel that Monica has been a bit judgmental towards Brian, you know, because of his past of being a bit of a player. I do get that would worry anyone, because it would worry me, to be honest. But there's something else on her mind too. It's because her parents divorced, and this has left her with insecurities about the whole marriage thing. So she's been very up in the air about giving Brian a chance, literally because she associates Brian's past partying ways with the lifestyle she's not looking for in a man she wants to marry. And she hasn't been giving him the benefit of the doubt type of thing, that his partying days are over type of thing and behind him. So let's see what we have next. And we have the 3 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. So I'll just hold these up where you can see them. So with these 2 cards, it relates to the show they were in together, Family Karma, and they worked together. It was a team project and a group venture with all the families and friends involved, and it was all a great success, and they were all blown away with the popularity of the show and all the public recognition and interest from the fans of the show. So I feel this boosted their confidence in themselves, and now they feel they can actually achieve more, and it's given them the strength to continue with their efforts. I feel like the cast really enjoyed doing this together, and they had a lot of fun, and that's great when it's like that. And that's probably why the show is a success, because when you enjoy something as well, it all comes back to you with great things. So the next card is the Two of Cups. And this is a lovely card, as you can see, and this just depicts a couple, and this depicts actually Brian and Monica here. It relates to them and their close friendship and all the things they share together. So that's lovely. So I'll just hold that card. So this relates to them feeling happy to move things forward a bit. So that's the messages I'm getting with this card. And Monica wants to give Brian a chance this time. So this is in the future. So she's going to get to the stage where she wants to give Brian a chance. And this will be, like I say, in the future on the energies that I'm getting now. So yes, I see Monica and Brian dating secretly in the future. And the reason it's going to be secret is because, mostly because of Monica. Because she doesn't want to be under pressure. Because she knows everyone wants them to work out and be together, and she wants to make her own mind up about this. So that's fair enough. Because I do feel Brian will be able to persuade her in the future. But I don't feel he's going to fully persuade her. She's going to date him and give him a try. But they're going to date for a while, but I don't see Monica and Brian marrying. The reason I don't see them marrying is because she can't forget he's been a ladies' man, and she doesn't feel she can trust him as a husband. So that's the problem there. I do see where she's coming from, but I just think Brian has been getting it out of his system, if you know what I mean, all the partying and ladies before he marries. I think that's his theory, but it's made her not trust him. So what's going to happen is they will revert back to being just friends again, just close friends, because Monica thinks things are better that way between them. But I do think Brian, if he was given the chance, he would marry Monica. But unfortunately, Monica doesn't see Brian in the same way. I mean, she has tried. It's all because of his past. He kind of triggers her insecurities about divorce. And I don't think Monica really believes in divorce. She was sad about her parents divorcing, and she never wants to feel like that again. And she doesn't want any children that she may have to go through a divorce and feel sad. She's determined to make a marriage work, kind of thing. So when the time is right for Monica, and I believe timing is everything in relationships, I feel she's going to choose a guy who's had a different past. I think she doesn't really believe that someone who's been a player can settle down forever. And she feels things are better between them just as friends in the end. But I do see Monica and Brian always having a good bond and being soulmate friends forever. They're always going to be there for each other, so that's really nice. So it still ends well. So that's the end of the reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. So bye for now.